hit record.
I want you
Whatever.
to repeat that
I'm
because
really
I want to
stuck.
say something on camera. Go ahead.
I have met plenty of white men, Southern men specifically, that absolutely adore and love Black women. Like, absolutely admire them, love them, cherish them, want to be involved in like their life, want to learn about them, love all of that. I've seen it. I've seen there's a white man out there with a whole fucking Instagram worships worships the fucking Black woman he is with. Never thought that he would get with her, and she was a single mother. He has literally said, I love these Black boys, they are my sons. Like, stepped into that world wholeheartedly.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I have yet, like real talk, Amber, and I'm not even like I have yet to meet as a Black woman. I have yet to meet any of these white men that you speak of.
Can
I
I
have
can
now
I
maybe
say
it's
that?
just
I know
now
you
no, it
want me to
could
say that.
no, it could be just me. It could be me.
Well, it is you. And I'm gonna tell you why it's you. And you can look at me all crazy. I'm gonna tell you why it's you. It's because you have not allowed your mind, you have not expanded to that. You are just now stepping into that. When I met you, what did you say? I only like Black men. I only want white men. How would you allow yourself to meet a white man like that if you're closed off to them and you only want a Black man?
I only want a Black man. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say
You
that.
have said, I am not attracted to white men.
No,
I am attracted to
usually,
Black men. I love
usually
my
nine
chocolate.
times. Yeah, I'll be the first to say, not like I have a hard like and I told you I'm trying to figure out the type of white man that I am attracted to. Like I'm
Well,
trying.
how do you know if you don't allow yourself to
I
meet
I I
the variety of
I
the
go out.
women?
I go out to places where
Okay.
plenty of white men are. I go out to places where sometimes I'm the only chip in the mix. I go
Do
out
you
to
talk to
chocolate
them?
places. I don't
Do you
give a
talk to them
fuck if they approach me. Yes,
if they approach you? So how would you sit here and say, I have never met a white man like that? Well, of course not, because you don't allow yourself to be in that area. You don't talk to
I
them
do,
because
but I don't.
they don't.
But then
You
again, wait,
just
hold up,
said if they're.
Amber. But
You just
back
said though.
up. No, I have something I need to say because I need to clarify this because I think this is important that it gets clarified. I don't talk to anybody. I don't. And sometimes I wonder, is that why I wind up like I wind up like I don't talk to anybody when I'm out because that's not how I don't talk to Black men. I don't talk to white. I don't talk to men. I just go out and I just go out and have a good time. And if someone approaches me, someone approaches me. If they don't, they don't. I don't talk to anybody. So it's not like I'm some equal opportunity, like I favor. No, it's I'm an equal opportunity. I don't talk to anybody.
You don't
So
go out and talk to women either.
I have, if they're like sitting next to me or whatever, I have. Now, grant you, I will say this. I don't care who's sitting next to me. I don't care if you're Black, white, Asian, Indian, Middle Eastern, Greek, Italian, whatever. If you're sitting next to me at a bar long enough, I will start talking to you because I'm just natural, like a social person. Like I will go talk to you. I mean, I'll start talking to you. But if I saw you like across the room or, whatever, and I was like, damn, he's hot, I would probably look for how, and if we made eye contact and you kept it moving, then I would keep it moving too. But like that's about the most that I would do. Like for
Okay, so then let's go back because it started with I have never met a white man like the one that I described. Okay, so my question is, how do you expect to meet someone like that, white, Black, yellow, green, or purple, if you just go out there and you just look at people and don't talk to them and you're waiting for them to approach you? Because you just said yourself,
I did.
well, I don't wait, you just said yourself, I don't know what kind of white man I'm looking for. Well, how do you know if you don't go out and talk to them and see the variety? Because that's where I go back to say you've been closed off to just Black men. The last guy you went out with, what was he?
Just now, he was Black. I've dated. Look, let me
How
tell
many
you
white men have
something.
you gone out with?
Two. I
So
can't.
how can you have that variety if you keep it narrowed down and you're very specific on, oh, I would choose this Black man over
Because
this
you know
white man?
why? Because you know why? honestly. And this just goes back to how I was raised, and I'm being like real talk, very honest and open with you. I don't approach people. Like I don't. And sometimes, and in the past, I've been really starting to think like, well, maybe that's part of my problem, is that I don't select. And so I have, through either Match or Facebook dating. God, I'm almost embarrassed to admit. But yeah, Facebook dating, like I have started to more and more select people that I see. But like even my husband reached out to me. And it just so happens that in my life, for whatever reason, the basically every person that has ever approached me has been a Black man. But I was always raised, from my mother to my grandmother, like, the man is supposed to approach you. Now, I know that's a very outdated, standard. But it is how I was
So
raised.
if you know it's outdated, why do you still follow that?
Because it's what, I just said, Amber, I'm trying to get out of it. I have started to kind of select people, but unfortunately too, these last couple of months, I've been hung up and I can't really go anywhere. I can't. I couldn't, you know. The walker is definitely not attractive.
But it's temporary.
But no, but it is. And you know what? I'm not out. I don't have my walker anymore. And I went out. But I also need friends. I should start a little Charlotte, let's meet up. Because I need people to go out with.
Wow, we bounced off a topic really fucking quickly. That was fun.
But anyway, getting back to Black men. I mean, not dating.
No, my mind is very curious because I'm just it's just I don't know. For me, it was just a mind blowing comment because
Also, what was
you
a mind
can't
blowing comment?
you can't meet somebody like that if unless you expand your horizon.
And I'm open to that. I'm open to that. I don't have a problem with that.
And I mean, everybody has their own experiences. Like for me, for instance, my father was a Black man, very fucking angry Black man, showed me the negative side of Black men. I dated two Black men in my life because I'm not attracted to them because that's what I see. And my stepdad is a Black man, but he showed me a softer side of it. So I'm like, I don't have an issue with you guys, but you're not my forte. I would prefer, unless they come gentle, unless they're gentle, I'm like, okay, maybe. But other than that, like, I was at, I was in a situation once. I was asked out by a Black guy. I denied him. Turned around, his boss, old Southern white guy, said, let me take you and your kids out to breakfast. So we went. Like that, it's different experiences. And it just blows my mind because in my world, it's like, well, how would you know unless you open up to that?
Yeah,
But on
but
the
I can
same
say like the
time,
same thing. I could, because there are plenty of good Black men. I should not say that. No,
there are, I've
there
gone
were,
out with them, but
there
they've
were,
always showed me the negative side.
there
That's why I
were.
steer from Black men. They've always showed me a negative side.
And it's crazy because my first encounter with a white guy, it honestly, it wasn't even like a date. It was kind of like one of those, we were sitting at a bar and we both kind of bonded over our trauma because he had just come from like doing something with his parents and like their wills and whatever. And I was at the bar. It's my birthday. And I was at the bar and I don't know, we started talking and I don't know, we really hit it off. We spent like 5 hours maybe talking and just everything like that. But by that time, I'm going to tell you, we were both pretty drunk. So anyway, the next day I went back to see him because the bar was in a hotel, right? It's a really very, very nice bar, but it's a hotel. So the next day I went back to see him because he was staying at the hotel because he was not from Charlotte. And then he left. And we had a great time the next day when I went back to see him. But, you know, I don't know. It just seemed very much like I thought at least we were going to keep in contact, but no, he just had other plans. Then to go back to his world where it became clear once looking at his Facebook and visiting his profile, a world that I did not fit into. So, yeah. Then my second one was, wait, hold on one second. Mom, can I call you right back?
Elliot's on his way to Famous Toastery to pick up an order.
Okay.
So order our favorite thing. Whatever we get.
Okay, Ma.
All right.
All right.
I'm telling you what
Oh, Ma, look, do you realize I'm in the middle of something? I did say that I had a meeting at 12 or probably last an hour.
know that.
Remember, I did.
So would you want me to cancel it and call him and tell him not to go?
No, but can't someone else place the order? Can you place the order? Can Avery place the order?
I don't know. No, Jill, because I don't know what everybody normally orders.
Oh my gosh. Well, Avery could tell you. I'll send Avery down.
With the phone number, please.
Oh my gosh, Ma. Okay. And this is another topic for another day. Avery! Second white man that I dated. Avery! Come here. I honestly felt like I was, hey. Well, Nana is all in a panic, and I told you I would be in this meeting for an hour, but apparently Pop just decided, after being at church, whatever, all morning, he's going to Famous Toastery, so the order has to be placed now. And I'm in the middle of doing something. So I need you to go downstairs with your phone, and I need you to help Nana place your order. She needs to know what you want, and she needs to know what I want.
Okay, the hallway might look really bad.
I don't care. I'm not going out in the hallway right now. Avery, come here. You don't know what I want. I want coconut pancakes and turkey sausage. All right, thank you. All right, second white man. I was literally like more of an experiment. I feel like he was trying to sow his, oats. And remember when we first started talking, I told you about this guy where he felt he had to explain to me, like, what was that? What were these things called vegetables at a buffet? Like, because, we went to a Brazilian steakhouse, they're known for their huge salad buffets and all that other stuff. And he felt he had to explain it to, like, me of all people what this was, or, but it was just like, and then one day, like, he made a comment about, like, how he can't wait to stick his white cock into my black pussy. Like, that's just, who says that? I've never had someone speak to me like that in my life. And so that was like my two experiences. And I was just like, no, I don't.
What I've learned, like, over my years, when it comes to men, I don't give a fuck what their color is. They all have issues. All fucking have issues.
High five.
Like, straight
High
up, because
five.
like you, like, and this is why I was very specific. Southern white men are the ones that I have come
this
across.
man was a Southern white man.
Huh?
This man was a Southern white man.
Well, I don't know what part of the South he came from. He probably still had that weird ass mentality, because all the ones I met, but like Western, middle of the state, like, white men I met have been like one white guy my husband used to work with. They got into it. He told my husband, "Why don't you go home and go fuck your nigger wife?" My husband was like, I had to leave before I killed my man. Like, he was ready to kill him.
I bet he was.
It was. And when I first got into, like, let me try dating white men before I met Cameron, I met this one dude, and he worked at the base, and he was in the military. So that kind of, like, had a little add-on, right? And I got to thinking, like my female brain, as we do when we like, oh, he's cute. Oh, okay, we like each other. Maybe we have a future, blah, 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 blah. Well, I was thinking,
Bless
oh,
you.
my dad would like him because
I'm listening. I'm listening.
but he ended up like we went to start, messing around and whatnot, and he just could not get up. And then he ghosted me. And like a couple weeks later, I was like, well, that's cool, that's really fucked up, but whatever. He had messaged me and was like, I'm sorry, I really do like you and I think you're beautiful, but the stretch marks threw me off. And I was like,
What?
What? I was like, bro, I'm glad nothing happened. Because you're a pansy. I'm like, you're in the fucking military and some fucking stretch marks
threw you off. Like how are you there? Like,
right.
how have you gone through any type of training, any type of like
stretch marks? I'm like, okay.
That's the dumbest thing.
At that point, I
was that like, a trigger for him or something? But you know what?
I don't know.
But you know what, Amber? That just meant bless you. Hold on. It's time for you to take another Benadryl. Did you take it? She could take another Benadryl.
That was just the start of my journey with men. What? Like these men that are just weird.
That just means as I'm coming to realize, oh my God, hold on 1 second, please.
It didn't even bother this man that I had.
He just wasn't the one for you. Wait, hold on. Yes.
And that's fine.
Pop, I'm in a meeting. Ma and Avery are supposedly making the order. I told Avery what I want. Okay. I'll call Avery. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. All this for some damn breakfast.
I'll be telling them I'm in a meeting and put my shit on do not disturb. Y'all better figure it out yourself. Y'all got 3 brains.
That's what I said.
That's why I would tell mine. Y'all got 3 fucking brains.
Somebody else can do that. But anyway. Shit, now I lost my train of thought. But I mean, yeah, that just means he wasn't for you. Like I'm starting to realize we have like this, like to thread this needle almost, so to speak, to find that person for you. And because unless you're living morally incorrect or, your life is just messed up, whatever, nobody should have to change who they are for another person. Like nobody. Like I said, as long as you're not immoral and all that other stuff, which I know that's debatable, but still. Your core principles, you should not have to your foundations. And it should flow. Like for real, it should flow. And that's not to say that you're not going to have issues or problems. You're not going to have, whatever. And you're not going to have to talk to them sometimes and tell them, hey, this is what I want, or this is what I need. And if they want to be with you, they'll start doing it. They'll take heed because they value you enough. And it's like, I've come to realize if you have to try and force it, especially in the beginning, if it's that person's just not the one for you, and just keep it moving. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with them or anything's wrong with you. It just, in life, the universe says, no, because I need you to get over here because this is this person who I have out here for you. And if you get with this person as nice and great or as fucked up, whatever it is, you're just going to throw that track off. So it's just not going to, you just need to, and I feel like the universe sometimes has a way of making that happen.
It does. Because that, after that experience, because I said, I dated a couple Black guys, but I was just like, this is not for me. And then I was like, I lived in an area where there were a lot of Hispanics, so I dated a lot of Hispanic men and all that stuff. My dad always gave me shit for that. But my mom and my dad, well, my father gave me shit for that. My mom and my dad, they were just like, get your education, whatever. They've always been supportive on whatever we do. But when I met that dude, he threw me into like, he opened up this whole like insecure thing about me that I didn't have before. And it really like threw me for a spin. And when I met Cameron, he like loved the show. I was hella insecure. Like I would be like this around him. I'd be under the covers. Like I didn't want to show off my body to him. And he'd be like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I love your body." Like he would embrace it, like my stomach, everything. When I gained like a hot air balloon size weight, that man was like, "That's just more." Like he brought that back to me, and like he would want to like, well, let's tattoo your tiger stripes. Let's make them different colors, like that kind of shit. So like he bonded those wounds together for me. You know what I mean? And like even though he opened fucking wounds for me, there's a lot of shit that he closed as well. But going through, I just realized like fuck well all these men have to say, or any person for that matter. I don't care what genitalia you have or which one you cut off to fucking add on or take it. I don't give a fuck. But I realize I'm more important at the end of the day. I fucking matter to myself. My fucking stretch marks, my scars, my fat, my cellulite, my wiggle jiggle pop snap and crackle, all of that is mine. And if there is somebody out there for me, there's a lot more that's into. They're gonna look past all that. All of this is just gonna be a bonus to them. You know what I mean? Just like how Cameron was, like it was just a bonus to him. Like, but that person who is for me, if there is one, if there's not, that's cool. Cause I got a hell of people in my fucking life that I love and love on me. And
Exactly.
those
You
are
know
the only
what?
ones I need.
And like, and like
So,
I say too, like maybe I've had my one. Maybe
right.
he got that one and I had him and I'll see him again. But it's like I'm just starting to believe that you have to go into, for those people, you know, whatever you like, and men and stuff, and even with women, like if it doesn't flow, it's not, that person's just not for you, especially in the beginning, right? Because you know, people grow and change too. So that's why I'm just saying it's not always going to flow.
Be having more conversations, deeper questions asked in the beginning.
Yeah. But in the
people always want to wait to ask the serious shit till shit pops off. Like it's too late now. Like you should have asked that before you opened up. Like
no, but for real, like I think it's one of the biggest questions that I think anybody, now Grant, you know, I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about once they've done, when people are whole and they're dating from a whole person, whole identity perspective, right? One of the first questions that you should ask someone is like, what's your communication style? How do you communicate? Because that'll tell you a lot. And that'll let you know too, you know, if that's compatible to you. And if it's not,
that's a good one.
Try to force it.
That's a good one. Because Cameron used to get mad at me all the time because I talk with my hands a lot. Why are you talking with your hands? Like, what do you mean? Why am I talking with my hands? That's how I talk. Like,
that's what I do.
feel like you're just throwing up at me. You're attacking me. I'm like, well, every time I talk, my hands move.
Dude, yeah.
If I was attacking you, I'd be like, eh.
Yeah, exactly. I would throw punches. Like,
yeah, like I don't, but that's my communication. And for him, maybe it's the quick movements. I don't know, like something triggering him, but I'm just like, this is how I talk. And like he used to tell me, like, I need you to love me in my love language. And I'm like, I don't know your love language. I know my love language. That's how I love you. Your love language is how you love me. And we have to learn that. Like, what do you mean? So like there's a lot of but even if you're learning a lot of shit about men, I'm just like, okay, I'm starting to understand their whole thought process a little bit better because it's very short.
yeah. And you know what I've noticed too? I don't think my dating style that I think I have, I don't think it's suited well for for the men of today, because honestly, I'm like in one of those times, like, that song by Usher, "Don't Waste My Time." That is like my motto. I do not want to have my time wasted. So it's like, I think I come on strong because I either need to hurry up and get to the core of you. I need to get to like, okay, do you see me? Do you like me? Because if not, like, don't waste my time. And I'm out. And I've blocked people. Whatever, because once I start to feel like my time is being wasted, or no, once I start, and it's very quick to happen. And, I don't know. I think maybe for some men, because I'm not as submissive, it may come
No.
across as aggressive.
I'm probably one of those females that they would say, well, you're too much in your masculine. And I'm good with that because I know I'm not. I know I just come off like that. But my husband used to say that all the time, like, why you always look so mad? Everybody thinks you're always mad and that I'm married to a bitch. I'm like, babe, this is called a resting bitch face. Like, he literally just found that out being married to me. He's like, is that what that is? Like, I'm fine. Like, I am not angry. I'm not sitting here trying to start a war with Russia. Like, I'm just chilling.
Is that Thelma?
She was thrown up or something. She was
she
dumping
okay?
her potty.
Oh, okay. That's what it
You
sounded
heard that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, what is happening to your stomach right now? You okay? Okay.
But hey, cutie patootie. Yeah, you gave us a little scare.
Yeah, I thought that you were in there pooping really hard or
Yeah,
throwing up.
throwing
I was
up,
like, God, your stomach's not even
Yeah.
that big.
But it's funny because the last guy that I went out with, he had a resting bitch. That was the only way I could describe it. Because I was like, first of all, you were all right. He goes, yeah, this is just my look. And I said, oh, you have a resting bitch face. And he looked at me like, what? I don't know what to call it on a guy.
And yeah. And like stuff like that needs to be like said, because and I didn't realize it until people like started really. I've always been that one, like walking around. I remember this one time I was walking around the mall and this random ass guy was walking by me. I'm minding my own business. He's like, you should smile more. And I'm like, what? Like, who are you? Like, I'm minding my own business. I'm in a mall. I'm just supposed to walk around.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. That's not me.
It's like,
and
no,
then when
but
I
I'm
was
just like, hello, why don't you know my life first? Because
right.
I mean, grant you, that's just your resting bitch face. But I mean, at the same time, you don't know what I could have just left. You don't know what I could have been dealing with in that moment.
You have no idea what my brain is thinking.
I could have just gotten fired. I could have just, whatever. And you want to tell me at that time I should smile more?
Smile more.
You like, I'm sorry.
Go buy me a new outfit, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
But I'm just saying, she smile more.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and then I was
know
like,
me.
I worked at Wendy's for a while and I was a manager there for like 3 years. And me and the district were really cool. Well, we ended up getting a new big store general manager. She came from Texas. She was like really forceful, didn't really come in like get to know anybody. Like she didn't even really get to know people's names or anything. She just came in and started making all these demands and shit, right? So it was really rough at first. Well, she ended up telling my boss that I've known him for 3 fucking years before her. Well, she's always cussing and she's angry. She doesn't smile. And I was like, so he's talking to me, he's like, Amber, he's like, I know don't put that back. He was like, I know you're serious and passionate about stuff. Cause I did, you guys know I cuss all the time and stuff. Nothing new to anybody. And he was like, just try to smile a little bit more when you talk. I'm not asking you to walk around and smile all the time. And I was like, all right, I'll work on it. It was something that I work on and I do try to do it now. And I don't know, it's just I don't like when people tell people that because like you say, you don't know what is on their mind at that time.
No.
And being told to smile, oh, you'll look better or you're a lot prettier when you smile. It's like, What? That's an insult.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's an insult.
Now, grant you, I'm gonna say, yeah, there are definitely a certain occasions where you need to, as Annie said, put on that smile because you're not fully dressed without it, right? When
Right.
you're walking into an interview, when you're going out and trying to meet people, when you're at a mixer, when you're at, your spouse's family gathering, even though you want to be like, fuck this, but you're,
Right.
whatever. But other than that, I don't gotta wear my smile all the time. Like I
Yeah.
don't, because sometimes just thinking about the way the shit is so fucked up in this world and all the stuff that's
Right.
happening, I'm there. Maybe a moment when you may not catch me smiling. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
for real. And you don't, until you know me, you don't need to tell me why don't you smile, or
Right.
smile for me or whatever. Like, fuck you.
Yeah. I feel it. I don't know. That's why everybody just needs to sit down 6 months to a year and love on themselves. Stop caring about everybody's outside appearances. And, the ones that really get me is when they want to start shit and they have these just empty arguments. And then when they get put in their place, they want to attack somebody's fucking appearance. They want to attack their character because, like, you don't have a valid response. You haven't done your education. You haven't sat the fuck down and read a fucking book. Like,
or you're not strong enough and confident enough in yourself to be like, damn, I don't know. Damn, that's a great point. Maybe I need to rethink some things.
right.
Or let me come back to you when I've researched, because you're right. I don't have a fact to back that up. I don't have evidence. You're right.
Right.
I'll come back to you then. You know what I mean? But no, like you said,
Everybody thinks their feelings are facts. Your feelings are not facts.
Like, just because we live in a world now where the term alternative facts is even a thing,
right?
Like, facts are still facts, people.
Facts are still facts, right? Even if you fucking went and created your own, still, you're just an umbrella.
I'm sorry, it's bothering me right here. I feel like it's too. Doesn't it look too? I'm sorry, it's just really bothering me.
Thick part.
What?
I'm not a fan of thick parts.
It's a very thick part. I don't. It's too thick. She needs to fix that. I got to go back to her. It wasn't like that before. But anyway, because I feel like it makes it to just sit up on my head. This looks like the parting of the sea.
Just take some of your braids and flip it to the other side.
Let me see. Hold on. But then no, because then it just. I want her to. She's gonna kill me because I don't know if that means she has to change something. But I don't. Something about.
You have to take those out and redo the part.
Very thick, yeah. And she's gonna have to do that because I don't like that. But anyway, we digress. I just want to say this. I want this to go on YouTube because because I think it's a really great conversation that we just had, and I think people would tune in, and I think people would just watch it. It'll catch people's attention. Someone's going to tune in and watch it because it's engaging, and they're going to have a comment. And no, Amber,
they're gonna be like, leave this bitch just, she ain't got no brows over here talking about other people. I don't. I ain't got no brows.
Amber, look at me. You are beautiful.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Naturally beautiful. For real. And literally, you do have eyebrows. They may not be
that kid in the era that overplucked and they didn't grow back.
I met a guy once who, on a dare, allowed his friends to like duct tape remove his eyebrows, or whack and remove them with duct tape. Yes. And the shits never grow back. He never had any.
That's terrible. I've been looking at like regrowth stuff and whatnot. See,
try the it's like wild hair. The same thing you put on your hair, just put it on your eyebrows. There's this wild hair thing that people are talking about.
Yeah, no, I want something specific to brows. I was looking at some. I found this one. They like specifically do brows and hair. They, it's like I don't know, I was looking at it, looking at the reviews and stuff. There was really good reviews on it, so I might check it out.
Well, if anyone, when you're watching this on YouTube, knows of a really good one, please drop it in the comments.
Let me
If it
know.
works, we'll give you a special shout out.
I'll probably even try and just do like a review on it.
Yeah.
You guys follow my eyebrow growth journey with me.
Right? That's a thing. Follow Amber's eyebrow growth journey. You're gonna follow my weight loss journey with me when I start.
Because we're real people. Like all this stuff on YouTube, like it's great hearing all these influencers. And I just feel like a lot of people now are just kind of like conforming to doing the exact same thing, the exact same process. We are all the same. We are all living in the same shit. Like we just go through different things.
Yeah. No, for real, we all
But
have the same challenges, the same struggles as
just spread more
everybody. Yeah,
positivity.
yeah, seriously. And because we're all in that same struggle, because we are all a part of the human race, despite, all these superficial differences we want to focus on, we are. And we're all in this struggle for our humanity together. And, so.
Quicker we understand that as a whole, that we are just individually, but together we create a whole, that we are all having the human experience. Like, it's not a fucking rat race. Like, we can all win, we can all succeed. Everybody has their different versions of what success is, what richness is, what wealth is. Everybody has their own, and that's okay. Stop trying to conform other people to what the fuck you believe. Like, let everybody do their own. Go gather with the people that are like you if that's what you want. Go talk to other people who have differences so you can learn. Maybe you'll find something new in life. It's okay. Like different is good. Having a variety is good. It's like sitting down in a restaurant. Would you want to go to every restaurant in the area? Say you went to McDonald's one night, then you went to Ruby Tuesdays, and then you went to TJIS, and they all have the same fucking menu.
Like, I'm tired of eating this.
It'd be like, why do you want the same fucking thing all the time? Try something different. Everybody has different shit. My homegirl at work, like, I've never been kayaking. She goes all the time. She's like, you can come with me. I'm gonna try kayaking. Tonight I'm doing hot yoga. Like, you gotta fucking try different shit. You
do. You definitely do. Because that's how you learn you. That's how you learn more about who you are and what you like. You got to step out of that bubble, step out of that comfort zone. Like, for real.
Judging other people because they do different things.
Let me know how that hot yoga goes.
I like hot yoga. I've done it before. The last time I did it, we were going like a couple days a week, and for me, it was just too much. Like, I couldn't deal with that. I think maybe like once a month I can do hot yoga. We'll see how it goes.
It would, for me, because I know me. And this is one time you just got to say too, you, I would just melt. I would be a miserable mess. I would want it over and done with. I don't want to do anything when I'm too hot. I don't.
Definitely got to stay hydrated.
I bet you do.
Oh yeah, I'm about to start drinking water because the class starts at 6, so I'm gonna start drinking some water.
Yes, I drink water just thinking about that.
I'm excited because I need to drop a little bit of this, sweat some of this off, get rid of some toxins that are in me. So
yeah,
I'm excited for it.
I'll sit in a steam room maybe for like 8 minutes.
Ooh, yeah, I can't sit in the steam room for very long.
But you know what I've always wanted to, never mind. Anyway, hey Thelma.
All right, want to start recording and then we can do this game plan real quick.
Yes. Thelma, say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, please.